Alright, I want to start the video by saying Call Lawyer Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and who will. Shalom to you brothers that are preaching and teaching the truth worldwide. I don't want to say shalom to the whole elect. Today's lesson is entitled Another Broken Promise. Once again, another broken promise. The inspiration for this lesson comes from the title of this article. I'm reading it verbatim because this is who this is talking about. Black Californians hope state reparations don't become another broken promise. I mean, if you're in the truth, a plethora of scriptures should come to mind. I mean, so many scriptures should come to mind. I mean, it's unreal that Black Californians hope state reparations don't become another broken promise. I'm going to read it again. Black Californians hope state reparations don't become another broken promise. I'm going to read it again. Black Californians hope state reparations don't become another broken promise. Like, what do you expect, Jake? Insanity. The state of becoming seriously ill, madness, extreme foolishness, or irrationality. I think there's another one. Hold up. Here it is. Insanity from nigga Einstein. Insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Black Californians hope state reparations don't become another broken promise. Insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. That's Jake. You vote and you vote and you vote and you vote again and you expect something different. You actually expected Jim Crow Joe to uphold his end of the bargain, but you found out he didn't uphold his end of the bargain. But what did you niggas do? Howard invited him to their graduation, speaking about white supremacy and things that let me get that clip. Let me get that clip from Elias Woman page. I think it's on 2 through. Where is it at? Let me get that clip. Here it is. This insanity right here.
To stand up against the poison of white supremacy, as I did my inaugural address, to single out as the most dangerous terrorist threat to our homeland is white supremacy. Once in every several generations enters at a point in our history where it actually has a chance to change the trajectory of the country. You face that inflection point today. I know you'll meet the moment. I just think about the many ways you already have. My sincere hope is that each of you find the sweet spot between happiness, success, and ambition. And a good life, a life of purpose. Because here's the thing. You don't know where or what fate will bring you or when. You just have to keep going.
Yeah, so
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh.
Oh yeah, here it is.
Bahashem.
See that?
Stand up against the...
First and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh.
See that? See that the Jake Biden and Harris don't care about black people. You're right, they don't care about black people. You're correct, Jake. You are correct. It really should be they don't care about the Israelites. But in this instance, because this article is talking about black Californians is expecting to hoping they don't have a broken promise for the reparation. At least this Jake get it right here. He understand that they don't care about you. At least he gets it. But what about the rest of you Jakes? You niggas don't get it. Especially these black Californians hope state reparation don't become another broken promise. But guess what? Newsflash, it will be another broken promise. You can't trust this goddamn devil. That's all he do is break his promise. So right here, it's on Lamentations 4 verse 18. Salakia, verse 17. Start at verse 17. Lamentation 4 verse 17. As for us, Israelites, our eyes has yet failed for our vain help. In our watching we have watched for a nation that could not save us. Here it is, Jake. They run into the so-called white man to try to get saved. How they trying to get saved? They're trying to get monetary salvation now. They were like, man, forget, Yahweh Shah coming back, physically saving us from the hands of our enemy. We want to get our palms greased. So you know what? We're gonna see if we can. Hold on. That's not even for the whole 50 states. This is just for one state. Except for as Jake's over there. Just for Californians. What about the Georgians, the South Carolinians, and people from the Carolinas, the New Yorkers, and Tennesseans? Now Jake, like, we just want to get our groans. We just want to get our palms greased. Forget the other 49 states. But hey, that's a nigga looking out for his own self at the end of the day. So here it is, Lamentation 4 verse 17. As for us, our eyes are yet failed for our vain help, and our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. So you're not going to get saved by reparation, even if he gave you those FRN notes. The economy is going to collapse. So here it is. He give you, I don't know, $3 million apiece per citizen in California. Just saying, for instance. Do you know that's going to cause major fucking inflation? That amount of money being pumped, even though this damn devil, that's all he's doing, is pumping money into the system, but giving it into your hands, oh hell yeah, it's going to go astronomical. It'll fucking break the system. Got all these wealthy people now, so the price of everything is going to go through the roof. It's called supply and demand. Here it is. You have more money, so they're gonna raise the price of everything. So as the scripture said, our people they have watched for a nation that could not save us. Verse 18, what does it say? They hunt our steps, that we cannot go in our streets. Don't we see that? Don't the cops hunt your steps? Hunt you niggas down? Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled. Our end is come. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven. Is this nigga swifter than the eagle? Swift as hell. Here it is. You call here it is. What do you call it? When they call stuff in, you have 100 cops pull up for one event. Them niggas are swift as hell. They pursued us upon the mountain. They laid wait for us in the wilderness. So yeah, that's he laid wait in the cuts. You have what? State troopers, just your regular patrolmen, your regular, they call them metro here. They hide in little dark places, little cuts, speed traps to give you tickets, or they hide out to try to catch you up in whatever type of whatever kind of madness Jake is into nowadays. They lay in wilderness. They lay in little hidden places, especially if you're on the interstate. They have these little places with a state trooper. They park their cars to wait for motorists to go by to do what? To give them tickets. So that's Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. That's his MO. He lay wait in dark places to jump out, to give you tickets, to arrest you, to do all manner of wickedness to you. But at the end of the day, he fulfills this. He fulfills all this here in America, Babylon the Great. But what are our people doing? They still going to him to try to get a handout. They trying to get more crumbs from the rich man at the end of the day. But hey, when you jump down, verse 21, hey, this is the spirit we should be in. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter Edom. Let them niggas be happy right now. Why? That dwellers in the land of us, the cup also, that's what we talking about, that cup. What's that cup? Is it talking about a cup of Patron, cup of Hennessy, cup of whiskey? Nah, not that kind of drink. Not that kind of drink. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. So we understand that our punishment is accomplished. So we don't need any reparation now. And we're at the end of our captivity. He will no longer carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. So we understand we in the process where the Lord is discovering the sins of Esau, Edom. So no, we don't need your FRN notes. But at the end of the day, if this devil want to get some money, he damn right I'll take it. But I understand he doesn't give anything without any recourse. It's like quid pro. You got to do something to get something. That's how he operates. As a matter of fact, let me look that up. Because this is how the devil operates. It's called quid pro. Quid pro quo. A favor or advantage granted or expected in return for something. So the favor or advantage granted will be the money, the reparation. In return for something, to take the mark of the beast. I give you this money, and take the mark of the beast. You know how many niggas would do that? Because I just saw a video where it's like a 50-50 chance for a glory hole. 50% chance there's a woman on the other side, or 50% chance there's a man on the other side. And Jake was like, they would do it, all because it was $1 million. He had one dude talking about he liked dudes more than women. That just show you how perverse our people's minds are, that they will willingly, knowing that there's a 50% chance that it's a man on the other side of that glory hole, they would still do it. So you know what? They ultimately got to be destroyed, because quid pro quo, hey, on this damn devil, if they willing to do that for that, it's nothing for them to take $5-6 million the bag just to take the mark of the beast. So he already know these niggas are sold out. At the end of the day, all these niggas got a price, and a lot of them, their price is cheap at the end of the day. So as I was getting into, but Lamentations 4 and verse 22, the punishment of the Israelites is accomplished. So you know, we don't need his money right now. All we gotta do is wait on Yahweh Shem Shah. Wait on the chariots come. Wait for America to be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction. All we gotta do, just stay 10 toes down in his truth. Continue, if you a prophet, continue to prophesy. If you're a believer, continue to believe. Just stand. Whatever your lot is, continue to be in that lot. So at the end of the day, I want to get this. I'm just gonna get this right here. Because they wondering, will it be another broken promise? Sirach or Ecclesiastes 12 verse 10. Never trust thy enemy. I don't have to read anything else. That's good enough. The Lord shouldn't have to give you an example. It should be Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thy enemy. You don't need an example. And then it should just go to Sirach 13. But no, the Lord is beautiful. He gave us examples. So let's see some example. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusted, just like so is iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself, how does he humble himself? Now he's on his commencements tour, going to these so-called HBCUs, speaking about what do you call it? Speaking about these racist as Edomites, speaking about that white supremacy and stuff like that. Try to appease you to come and vote. Democrat again. You niggas are crazy. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. That's the same rust on him. That's the same rust from this. This is the same rust. Let me see if I can find that. Same rust. No different. I know I got it on my channel. Let me see if I can look it up. 94. I think it's 94 crime bill. Let me see. It's a little clip.
So 25 years after the 1994 crime bill was enacted, we are still having conversations about the import and significance of the bill.
That 1994 crime bill, it did contribute to mass incarceration in our country.
It's important that people remember the context of the political environment in the early 1990s.
The other big piece of legislation on Capitol Hill tonight is the crime bill.
Now, violent crime peaked in 1991, and the drafters of the bill didn't know that in 1993 and 1994 when they were drafting and signing it. Urban areas, urban cities across the country were ravaged by crack cocaine, and Americans were afraid of crime. The 1994 crime bill was signed by President Bill Clinton. This was a pretty significant bill at the time, and President Clinton and Senator Biden at the time were right that the bill was significant.
The most significant federal effort to deal with violent crime in America that has ever been undertaken.
It was important for a Democrat at the time to be...
So yeah, that's the same nigga right there with the 94 crime bill. But the speech that he was going on talking about, he don't care if your son or your daughter accost his family. Man, let me see if I can find that clip. Because this dude here was wilding out. With that speech. Let me see if I can find it. Slovakia. Alright. 94 crime bill. Let's see. Should be like a little 2-minute clip. 3. Alright, I tell you what. I know I got it on my channel. Let me just scroll through. One second. Just scroll through. Alright. So, is that him? No, I don't think that was that. I think I done passed it. Oh, here it is. Joe Biden. I got it right here.
Take back the streets. It doesn't matter whether or not the person that is accosting your son or daughter or my son or daughter, my wife, your husband, my mother, your parents. It doesn't matter whether or not they were deprived as a youth. It doesn't matter.
He said it don't matter if you was deprived as a youth. This is, he doesn't care if you was deprived as a youth. Hey, another broken promise. He said it doesn't matter if you were deprived as a youth. Let's let this nigga talk again.
Whether or not they had no background that enabled them to become socialized into the fabric of society. It doesn't matter whether or not they're the victims of society. The end result is they're about to knock my mother on the head with a lead pipe, shoot my sister, beat up my wife, take on my sons. So I don't want to
Those sons are crackheads now.
ask what made them do this. They must be taken off the street. That's number one. There's a consensus on that. Unless we do something about that cadre of young people, tens of thousands of them, born out of wedlock, without parents, without supervision, without any structure, without any conscience developing, because they literally, I yield myself 3 more minutes, because they literally have not been socialized. They literally have not had an opportunity. We should focus on them now. If we don't,
You hear him? Say it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, man. So do you think this is you think he's gonna hold up his end of the bargain? Of course not. He's gonna lock your ass up at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So this is who our people trusted in. This is as tight I put. This is Jake's Pharaoh. That's their Pharaoh right there. So they ran down to Egypt, and that's the help they get. Now they want this goddamn devil to some kind of way give them reparations, you know, and inform the state of California. Whoever the governor is, I think it's Governor Newsom. So, nah, man, y'all not get. It's another broken promise. Tell you what he will do. He get your ass locked the hell up at the end of the day. So I'm gonna finish up with that. Sirach 12:10. Never trust thy enemy, for like his iron rusted, so is his wickedness. He's the same demon from that 94 crime bill speech where it doesn't matter. Shalom and a Bible ball.